Not all Africans resisted European conquest. Some African leaders, traders, and soldiers collaborated with the European powers either out of self-interest, coercion, or the belief that cooperation would protect their people. European colonial armies relied heavily on African soldiers. The French used Senegalese tirailleurs. The British recruited from Kenya, Uganda, and West Africa. Africans fought Africans in wars orchestrated by Europeans. This collaboration was often born of desperation. Some leaders believed that allying with Europeans would protect them from rival African kingdoms. Others were tricked or bribed, but their cooperation helped European powers conquer the continent. The violence of the scramble was often hidden from European publics. Newspapers celebrated colonial expansion as a civilizing mission, but the reality was brutal. In the Congo, King Leopold's agents forced villagers to harvest rubber under threat of mutilation or death. Hands were cut off as punishment for failing to meet quotas. Conservative estimates suggest that 10 million Congolese people died under Leopold's rule. In Namibia, German forces exterminated the Herero and Nama peoples in what is now recognized as the first genocide of the 20th century. Survivors were driven into the desert to die of thirst. In Algeria, French colonial forces used mass killings, forced displacement, and land confiscation to crush resistance. These atrocities were not anomalies, they were the norm. The scramble was fundamentally about profit. European companies extracted raw materials, gold, diamonds, rubber, ivory, palm oil, while forcing Africans into unpaid or underpaid labor. Railways were built not to benefit Africans, but to transport goods from the interior to ports for export to Europe. Taxes were imposed to force Africans to work in mines and plantations. Traditional economies were destroyed. The wealth extracted from Africa fueled European development, but Africa itself was impoverished. European colonizers didn't just steal land and resources, they attempted to erase African culture. Indigenous languages were banned in schools, African religions were suppressed in favor of Christianity. Traditional governance systems were replaced by foreign administrators. African history was rewritten, portraying pre-colonial Africa as backward and primitive. Generations of Africans grew up believing their own cultures were inferior.